Namaste everyone. Welcome back to our second session of the Yuvaranjani initiative. So in this forum, our youth meet in an informal gathering to share their ideas about certain topics that they are interested in. As you remember, last time they spoke about various aspects of blood donations, and they have shared lots of valuable information. And today they chose the topic of gardening, which is a lifelong hobby or a passion or actually a life-giving opportunity for everyone. So when you do the gardening, you may not do it for yourself, because whoever passes by your garden on the road will appreciate it, and then they get that extra ounce of happiness in them seeing the greenery in your garden. So without much ado, I would pass the mic to our Janaranjani senior team member, Srimati Swarnalata Garu, to say a few words on this.
Thanks, Sridevi Garu. Whatever this initiative is really a very worthy topic, because gardening is a passion for me, and it is not only a passion, but it is a very good hobby as well. Not only for general health, or it's very productive, and it's really very satisfying experience. Those people who do the gardening at home or in the community garden or wherever it is. So I wish the youth team all the very best, and we look forward to have such more many more of these type of forums. Thank you.
Thank you, Swarnalata Garu. Now we have an esteemed guest here, and a famous violinist from Andhra Pradesh. So I request Durga Bhavani Garu to say a few words for a minute. Thank you.
Namaste, Andy. Usha garu, can I speak in Telugu?
Of course.
Yeah. Actually, the gardening na hobby and చెప్పలేను, it's passion. Actually గా నా ప్రొఫెషన్ కి అసలు నాకు కుదిరే ఇది కాదు. అయినా కూడా నా పరిధిలో నేను ఏదో చిన్న చిన్న గార్డెనింగ్ చేస్తాను, కానీ నాకు ఇంతకాలం దాన్ని గార్డెనింగ్ అంటే యాక్చువల్ గా క్యాజువల్ గా మొక్క పెట్టేయడం, దాని గురించి ఎక్కువ శ్రద్ధ తీసుకోవడానికి నాకు టైం ఉండేది కాదు. యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఇప్పుడు చెప్పడం కంటే ఎక్కువ వినడం కోసమే నేను ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాను. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఈ లాక్డౌన్ తర్వాత నాకు కొంచెం అంటే టైం పెట్టడానికి దొరికేసరికి, అవుట్ సైడ్ కాన్సర్ట్స్ కి ఊర్లు వెళ్లే అవకాశం లేదు కాబట్టి, సో కొంచెం లీజర్ టైం దొరికింది నేను దాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకోవాలని. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే 1.5 month, చాలా తమాషా ఏంటంటే 1.5 month నుంచి నేను ఎక్కువ కేర్, నేను ఈ ఫేస్బుక్ లో బాల్కనీ గార్డెనింగ్ అది గ్రూప్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, వాటిలో జాయిన్ అయ్యాను. సో గ్రాడ్యువల్ గా ఇంకా దాని మీద నాకు చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ పెరిగింది. ఇప్పుడు ఈ 1.5 month నుంచి నేను ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేశాను. యాక్చువల్గా మాది చిన్న బాల్కనీయే, 2 బాల్కనీస్ కలిపి చిన్నగానే ఉంటాయి, కానీ ఆ బాల్కనీ గార్డెనింగ్ ఇది చూసిన తర్వాత చాలా పెట్టచ్చు ఈ చిన్న గార్డెన్ లో కూడా అని, సో మొత్తం అన్ని తీసుకొచ్చి అలా పెట్టేస్తున్నాను అన్ని. ఇప్పుడు నాకు తెలిసింది ఏంటంటే, గార్డెనింగ్ ఊరికే ప్యాషన్ కాకుండా వాటి గురించి జాగ్రత్తలతో పాటు చాలా లవ్, ఎఫెక్షన్ వాటికి చూపించాలి అన్నది నాకు బాగా తెలిసింది. అఫ్కోర్స్ సో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఎంత టైం దొరికినా కాస్త అంటే రోజులో ఎన్నిసార్లు బాల్కనీలోకి వెళ్ళి మొక్కలను పలకరించి వస్తూ ఉంటాను అనమాట. సో ఇప్పుడు నాకు చాలా ఏమన్నా టిప్స్ దొరుకుతాయి, వాటి గురించి ఇంకా చాలా చాలా తెలుసుకోవచ్చు అన్న, ఇండోర్ లో చాలా ఏమేమి పెట్టచ్చు ఇవన్నీ వివరాలు తెలుసుకోవడం కోసమే నేను ఇక్కడ వచ్చాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. నాకు దీని మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేద్దాం అనుకున్న టైంలో నాకు ఇది చాలా ఫార్చునేట్లీ ఇట్లా వచ్చింది అంటే నాకు చాలా వెరీ నైస్. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ.
Of our youth. So without, I would request now our first speaker, Vinayak Sharma. So to introduce about yourself, and then tell the subtopic that you have in the gardening, and then continue. So we follow the order as you have chosen. Thank you. Thank you. Unmute. Please unmute your mic.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Dr. Usha. My name is Vinayak. I'm a recent graduate of University of Technology, Sydney. I work alongside Dr. Usha in tutoring maths classes at UTS as well. My topic for today is herbal gardening. I do have some slides prepared, but perhaps I'll just talk through some things first. Herbal gardening is quite an easy hobby to get into, especially good for beginner gardeners, because there's not much effort to it. You can use small little pots with some good quality soil mix, and then just plant a few seeds, and there you go, you get started. In a few weeks' time, you got some sprouts coming. Some plants that I've done previously, or we've done in the house, have been mint, coriander, holy basil, and chilies. Chilies aren't a herb, but they're fairly commonly used in, I think, most people's cooking. Pots are really good as a start because for beginners, it's hard to tell where to place the plants, because you get experience like where is the sunlight in your home area, where's the best place to get some rain, or how to avoid particularly frost and heat waves. So certain plants like holy basil that adapt to the heat of India, they don't do so well in the frost that comes about in Sydney. So you have to bring them inside. So that's kind of only possible with pots. You can't really do that with ground planted herbs. Other than that, what I'll do is I'll go through my slides, see if I can screen share them. 1 minute. Okay. So there's my slides. So why herbs in particular? Why are they useful? Well, you have on-demand natural food flavoring. So anytime you want to use a herb, you can grab some fresh leaves from straight from the plant and use them in your cooking. No needing to go to a store or a corner shop. It's right there available for you. And it's very low time investment. As I said, just pots, soil, seeds, and a bit of watering, and you're good to go. So it's excellent for beginners. Yeah, those are some of the plants that I've done previously. Let's see. Yeah, so use pots for sure. Good quality potting mix, sunlight and water. Make sure there's plenty of drainage in those pots. I think a lot of beginners wouldn't be aware that if you leave water standing in the pot, it'll actually begin to rot the roots. That's something to be aware of. And then protecting from frost and heat waves. Heat waves in particular are bad if the plants are close to metal fences. You'll find that the heat just reflects straight off. So it's kind of interesting, like when you're trying to plan out a garden, it's very unique to your own home. You'll learn a lot about where to place your plants, where not to put plants, and how specific plants will behave in certain areas of your home. Plants that I want to try in the future would be rosemary, chives, and sage. I've been finding that rosemary is quite good with potatoes, and also adds lots of fragrance to various foods. Chives, I've heard, are quite nice. They have a hint of onion flavor, very light, but can be quite useful. And sage seems like a very interesting plant. It's got very thick leaves and a rough texture, and an interesting flavor that I want to try out. So yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for herbs to try, I'd be welcome to give them a go. And yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you, Vinayak. That's excellent. We all can take some ideas from the slides, and they're very, very, very pretty. So if you could kindly share them, then we can also share with the Janranjani audience. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Now I invite our next speaker, Sri Krishna Dhulipala.
Hello everyone. First of all, thank you so much for the forum, for giving me this opportunity to speak regarding this wonderful topic. So in today's discussion, my topic is indoor plants and apartment living and their limitations. So first of all, I'll start from the beginning. So the history of these indoor plants. We have started this. The history of this indoor plants was started from 15th century. So mainly the indoor plants they started in Egypt. I mean, the Egyptians, they start for decorate, and mainly they use these indoor plants for decorative purposes. And so what are these indoor plants? So indoor plants are these are also called as house plants. Where these plants we can grow in the inside of the area. I mean, that is houses or offices. So mainly these plants can be grown for the decorative purposes. So, but some scientists do researches on these indoor plants. So how these indoor plants will help us, like Durga Bhavani madam and Swarnalata madam already said this. They gave much more, I mean, happiness to while growing these plants inside the houses. So that is true. The research also reveals that these plants give the positive psychological effects, and as well as these plants helps in the reduction of indoor air pollution. And what are the main advantages? Main advantages of these indoor plants are, first of all, we know the basic concept of plant. So the photosynthesis. So where the plants will take the carbon dioxide available near to the plant, and it will release the oxygen. So that is one of the biggest advantage of the plants. So when we are grown these plants in the indoor areas, so they will clean the air, and they will take the carbon dioxide which are released by human beings, and they'll release oxygen for the oxygen for the human beings, and we can inhale the oxygen. And the second one is these plants. I mean, we can enjoy the gardening year round time. I mean, the third advantage of these indoor plants are, I mean, they release water. I mean, the research shows that around 97% of the water that was consumed by plant will be released back. So it automatically improves the humidity of the increase the humidity of the air, and it which keeps the so respiratory processes. I mean, which gives the healthy respiratory processes. The another advantage of these are, so this is, I mean, scientific fact. So they will clean the air pollution. How these plants, I mean, what kind of air pollutants they will remove is the benzene, which is very very harmful pollutant. So the benzene that will be available in the paints, wall paints, and the book pages, the printed papers, and formaldehyde. It is also very available in the indoor area, and trichloroethylene. It is also available in the cleaning agents. So all these things they are very readily available in the indoor area, and these indoor plants, they can clean those pollutants, harmful pollutants. So coming to the next part is, what are the limitations? When we come to the limitations, so first thing is care. We need to take proper care to grow these plants. So so most household plants and most indoor plants, they require frequent watering. So we need to pour sufficient amount of water, and at the same time, we should not pour excess water. So we should be aware of how much quantity of that plant requires. And we need to do research also for the particular plant. And the humidity and climate needs. So most house plants need around 50% of the humidity around the area, around their areas. So the main problem is in the winter seasons. In the winter seasons, where we use artificial heaters in the rooms to dry the environment, to make the dry the environment. In that case, what will happen is the humidity of the air is, decreases, which directly impacts the quality of the plant. And how we can, so this is the problem. How we can overcome this problem is, we can place a tray in the plant. We can pour sufficient amount of water, and we can put that indoor plant in that particular tray, so that the plant will not get affected by this less humidity. And the third main problem is molds and fungus. Fungus, these are things where they will grow in the moist areas. So when we are growing the plants in the rooms, in the closed environments, so what will happen is, we will pour the required quantity of water, which makes the soil of the water in moist condition. So that moist condition makes to grow the fungus and molds in the plants. So how this will affect our health is, those fungus will release the spores, and those spores will affect our respiratory conditions. So that is one of the major drawback for the indoor plants. But we need to we can overcome by pouring sufficient, maintaining sufficient quantity of wetness in the plant. And one more thing is, if we found those kind of infections or fungal infections, we can remove those. We can cut those leaves, and we can remove those, so that the whole plant will be protected from the fungal infections. And the fourth one is, of course, this is a little bit funny, but the thing is, vacations. So for the indoor, if we are growing the indoor plants in our rooms and houses, so what we will do when we are going for the vacations? If they are short vacations, it is okay. But when we are planning for the big vacations, large days, so the plant automatically stressed, and the growth of the plants will affect. So in that case, how we can overcome this is, so we can this one. We can put some 1 minute. Yeah. We can use the drip watering system, so that the continuous water flow will be there, and eventually the plant will not die. It will grow, and it will take sufficient amount of water to grow. The fifth one, the last one, is nutrients. So what will happen when we grow the plants inside the houses? So the plants will have only the confined amount of soil, and that nutrients available in the soil, in the particular soil, will get leached due to continuous watering of the plant, or the plant uses whatever the available nutrients in the soil, and they will use and they will grow. So it will leads to the nutrients depletion in the soil. So how we can overcome is, we need to add nutrients on regular basis to grow plants healthy. Okay, and these are the limitations, and these are not limited, but these are the limitations that I have identified. And I'm done with my topic. And once again, thank you for the forum, for giving me this opportunity to discuss regarding these indoor plants. Over to you, Pinigaru.
Thank you, Sri Krishna, for such a good detailed explanation about how to grow them. And now we move to the next speaker, Gayatri. Could you please unmute? Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Gayatri. I'm pursuing my BTech second year in Computer Science and Engineering at the KL University, and I live in Rajahmundry. So today I'm so happy to be a part of this interesting activity. We all know that water and trees are very important in our lives. We grow plants for various needs like oxygen, beautiful flowers, fruits, and of course for food. But we can't waste too much water for gardening. So today I would like to share a few water saving techniques I got to know about and which are suitable for gardening. When we water in large amounts to lawns and gardens, the water is not actually absorbed by the plants and is not put to use. Some water is lost to runoff by being applied too rapidly, and some of the water gets evaporated being exposed. And the greatest waste of water is from applying too much often. So while gardening, we have to know a few measures like the amount of water you have to use for plants and many more. So research shows that the timing of when you water the plants has a significant effect on its growth. Like we should water pots in the afternoon and we should water the garden in the morning. This makes the water to be absorbed perfectly by the plants. And like Krishna Garu said, we have to know about the species of low water needs, so that we don't water much to the plants, and the excessive watering of some plants may cause trouble to them. And so also we need not get waste of water. So, and reusing water like water collected from air conditioners and water used for vegetable cleaning, reusing those water can also save excess use of water. And there are more ideas like automatic sprinklers, drip irrigation techniques, avoiding overwatering, and removing fungus and extra weeds and other moisture competitors. Keep checking the soil conditions. All these techniques helps us to save water. Many people like Many people are with misconception that we need to water the whole plant, like leaves, branches, and everything, but which is not actually necessary. We just need to water the soil so that the soil takes care that every part of the plant gets the water. So knowing these points will keep the gardener cautious, and water is being so essential, and we may not get much redundance of water. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. That's quite nicely put. And now I invite our next speaker, Saujanya. Hello. Hi, Saujanya. Maybe I think her connection is dropped off. So could I request Radha Somanchi to take the next while I call Saujanya? Yeah, thank you. Radha, it's yeah. Please unmute. Hello, Radha. We can't hear you. We are unable to hear you, Radha. While they're settling with the mics, I just want to request my mother, MD Lakshmi Garu, to say a couple of things. Okay, I think she's on mute. Radha, are you ready, Emma? Sorry for the technical glitches. Hi, Radha, are you ready? I'm not able to hear. What about others?
No, we can't hear. We need to.
Yeah.
We can't hear as well.
Yeah, Radha, we can't. So while she's getting fixed,
I have got a couple of suggestions, Usha garu.
చెప్పండి.
ఊరికేనే జస్ట్ అంటే యాజ్ ఎ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ వాళ్ళకి చిన్నవాళ్ళు కదా. సో వినాయక్ హ్యాస్ సజెస్టెడ్ ద హెర్బల్ గార్డెనింగ్ ఇన్ విచ్ హీ హ్యాస్ సజెస్టెడ్ ఎ ఫ్యూ ఆఫ్ ది సీడ్స్. దెన్ వీ కెన్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు యాడ్ టు హిస్ దిస్ థింగ్ దట్ వీ కెన్ పుట్ సమ్ మేథీ సీడ్స్ యాజ్ వెల్, సో దట్ మనకి మెంతికూర వస్తుంది కదా, అది చాలా క్విక్ గాను వస్తుంది, యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ హైలీ న్యూట్రిషనల్ thing for we can use it in our cooking as well as చాలా తొందరగా వచ్చే ప్లాంట్స్ అవి కనుక అది చేయొచ్చు. రోజ్మేరీ కూడా చిన్న ట్విగ్ వేసినా కూడా అది ఈజీగా గ్రో అయిపోతుంది కనుక రోజ్మేరీ కానీ థైమ్ కానీ గార్లిక్ అవి కూడా ఆనియన్స్ అవి వాటి కింద ఆల్రెడీ కొన్ని రూట్స్ ఉంటాయి కనుక వాటిని మనం ఈ ప్లాంట్ చేస్తే వెంటనే గ్రో అవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ జింజర్ ఇలాంటివన్నీ కూడా మనం కిచెన్ గార్డెన్ లాగా వేసుకుని వీ కెన్ యూజ్ దెమ్ ఇన్ అవర్ డే టు డే కుకింగ్.
కరెక్ట్. దట్ ఫ్లేవర్.
సిమిలర్లీ గాయత్రి కూడా ఇప్పుడు వాటర్ దీని గురించి చెప్పింది కదా, వీ డూ గెట్ హియర్ సమ్ వాటర్ క్రిస్టల్స్ as well. We have to soak them in a glass of water and then we can put them in the plant so that we need not water them every day, but they will keep getting the water that is required for their day-to-day maintenance. That's just a suggestion.
Sure. That's very useful. It's very useful. Thanks, Swarnagar, for sharing some more useful tips. Now, can we ask if one of Saujanya or Radha ready?
Yes, Aunty, can you hear me?
Saujanya? Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
okay, Saujanya. So introduce yourself, please, and then, yeah.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Saujanya. I'm doing my bachelor's at Macquarie University as an undergraduate. So today I'm going to talk about dwarf plants. Dwarf plants are plants that are abnormally small.
Saujanya, we can't hear you. Hello? Is anyone hearing Saujanya's voice or is it only my?
లేదండి వినిపించడం లేదు
కదా. Actually there is a slightly different problem as well. The meeting is timed, so we have got just 5 minutes left, and actually we got 3 speakers. So again I have to ask for apologies. I would just briefly exit, and then I will
log in.
Log in again. Is that okay, everyone?
Yes, we will.
Thank you. So I'm stopping the recording here. So the other 3 speakers will speak in the next login again. Thank you.
Can we use the same meeting request?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's the same. It's my personal one.
Yes.
Thank you.